guys, what's going on? Kunal here. Want to give you guys an update of kind of what's happening in the crypto markets. We've had a big breakout in Bitcoin. We've been watching this high tight flag here, under 8,400 for really almost the last month. And we're finally getting the breakout in it. And it's starting to take up all the other crypto names that have been consolidating for the same period of time. So where is the market going and what can it do is really the question right now. So if you look over here, there's a couple ways to kind of look and see where this can go and what would be the potential targets. Now that we broke in 8,400, you can kind of see there's no real resistance till about 10,000, give or take. So that's going to be an important level for psychological resistance, but also in terms of the amount of supply of, where you might get sellers or short sellers come into the market. So I think on a short-term basis, we have room kind of up to the top of the Bollinger Band at 9,200. And then once we rest for a couple days, I think if we can hold above 84, then 10,000 is our next stop. So my plan now, and we're trading right now in the chat room, we're in some Ethereum from 245. We have some BTT from a little bit under 12. And then yesterday, we made some additions also. But the main one I'm watching now is this NEO. So if you can see on NEO, you've got a real beautiful breakout setting up here. It's a 3-tester breakout. You got 9 EMA curls for the girls coming right up under it. I think that this one, you can get a run into the 14 spot. My plan for today and tomorrow is to look for all the different coins that are sitting on support that have not broken. So NEO is at the top of my list. The other ones that I'm watching right now, and I hate to do it, but XRP looks pretty good too right now. You can see here you got this breakout, pullback, and now you're really starting to cruise. I think this one, if it takes up 48, you're going to get it into the 50s, maybe even 55. Keep an eye on Kutum. This one looks very, very similar to NEO here. So you can probably put a stop right under 3 here. And I think this one we might get into the 4s. And then I'm looking at IOTA also, which you can see here has got a beautiful kind of high tight flag here, a 1-month consolidation. Guys, the market is hot right now, even though we've all have PTSD from what happened last year in the crypto markets. This year, we've had a beautiful trend setting up. Bitcoin's up over 200%. Ethereum's up almost a double. And then some of these names, really Litecoin's the one that you got to always keep an eye on because it's got the best relative strength in the sector. It bottomed out at 20 bucks. You're hitting $120 right now. That's a 600% gain in the last handful of months. I think on all dips, like when the market consolidates, this is the best one to really go into. But keep an eye. I think that right now our watch list is Kutum, NEO. I think ETH still has room here because it hasn't broken out yet. But we definitely want to start adding some exposure on intraday dips. I tend to watch like a 15-minute chart and an hourly chart to get my entries, but start to align them. This is where the action is, especially with the stock market and the SPY just sitting around for really the last month. Cryptocurrency is where the trends are right now, and I think this is where everybody's got to get at least a little bit of exposure. The spec money starting to pour in. Originally, the rally was thought of as more of a short covering rally, but it's been going on for months now, and we have to respect the trend where you're going from 3,400 to almost 9,000. The trend has set on short, intermediate, and you can see even on the long-term time frame, your 200 SMA starting to curl up, which tells you that even the long-term trend on a yearly basis is starting to remove. So guys, add some of these names to your list. There's a lot of momentum out there. I mean, look at some of these ones, especially for you guys with smaller accounts. Some of these penny cryptos are really, really flying. I mean, this thing's up almost a double. I think that we're going to have some fun this week. Keep an eye on these things, guys, and feel free to leave me any questions or comments you have, and you can always email me, Kunal at bullson.ws. Take care.